Hey folks, thanks for joining me here on KY4.com. The heat and humidity have finally arrived here across central and eastern Kentucky. What a day. Temperatures running toward the 90-degree mark and humidity levels fairly high. You could really tell it this morning. I stepped out to go run about 7:15 and I immediately knew it was going to be one of these mornings with just a lot of humidity and sticky air in the area. By the time I got home, my running shirt looked like I had jumped in the deep end of a swimming pool. So it's really uncomfortable if you're out and about. So far, haven't seen much in the way of thunderstorm activity, but that is going to change. Actually, if you look at the Storm Prediction Center Day 1 Outlook, which is posted below, you will notice that there is actually a high risk of severe weather across the northern part of Illinois and into northern sections of Indiana. We don't see a high risk very often at all, usually maybe 2 or 3 times during the course of the calendar year across the country. And it looks like we will see a big thunderstorm complex, a derecho. If you've heard that term before, that's basically like a thunderstorm complex, but the leading edge bows out and it can create straight line wind damage 75, 80, 90, even 100 miles per hour. And these things are long lasting. We had one last summer. They typically impact the upper Midwest, through the Ohio Valley and into the mid-Atlantic. And we had one last summer. It did a lot of damage around the Washington, D.C. area. So that area appears to be primed for one of those through the evening and the overnight hours heading into early Thursday. As far as what we're going to deal with here in the Commonwealth, on the tail end of that, it's going to be close enough to potentially cause some problems in northern Kentucky, but I think we will see maybe a line of storms develop off of that, off the tail end, and that could mean some very strong winds, some wind damage potential to go along with a lot of heavy rain and some hail. But it looks like the favorite area will be just north of the Commonwealth, but we are still in the slight risk for basically the entire area as we go into Thursday morning. Once we get this system clear, it's going to be much better for the end of the weekend into Father's Day weekend, but getting there could be a little bit on the rough side. So keep an eye on the radar and keep an eye on how things shake out later on Wednesday evening and into the early part of Thursday as this storm system develops and moves on through. But hopefully you can keep cool the rest of the day until we get some more moderate air in here. Stay cool, and thanks again for joining us, and we'll talk to you soon.